Often, I find myself signing off on a note or an email to someone with the word blessings. I'm not the only one who does this, and it's certainly not confined to people who've received ordination through the laying on of hands. And I don't do it all the time, but sometimes it just feels like the right thing to do. And I always appreciate it when others sign off their notes or emails similarly. Blessings. We are blessed as we bless others. So what does that mean? What is a blessing? And who's qualified to pronounce one? There are certain times in a marriage or at the end of the worship service when only those with a collar can make the sign of the cross and pronounce a blessing. But for the most part, however, anyone can bless anyone or anything else. We clergy don't have a leg up on that, although people often think we do. How often do we bless our food before we eat it? Bless our children before they go to sleep at night? And even, yes, from a safe distance of course, bless total strangers around us who happen to sneeze. The fact is, we are not conferring holiness on anything, so much as acknowledging the holiness that is already there. Whenever we bless something, we are sharing in God's holiness, because this entire created world is created by God. For some reason that we will never really fully understand, God chose to become human and to live among us in the world, thereby affirming that human life, all life, even the physical, somehow matter. Whenever we bless ordinary things, we make them extraordinary, acknowledging that they are part of God's world. It is a matter of paying attention, really seeing something or someone, and pronouncing it good, or at least filled with divine possibility. Observant Jews, from what I understand, say at least 100 blessings per day. There are blessings to be said upon awakening, on beginning a journey, or even seeing a comet. There are prayers of blessing for all sorts of foods, for bread and wine. Blessed are you, Lord our God, King of the universe, they all begin, and then what follows is what is being blessed. Blessed are you who bring forth bread, or fruit of the vine. All life comes from God, and for that reason, it is good. Even the bad stuff. We call it blessed, and then we leave the rest to God. We look at everything with compassion, as it is, not as it should be. And any one of us can, and probably should do this, and definitely a lot more than we already do. We'd see the world in a much more positive light if we surrounded it and ourselves with blessings. So where is all this going? I am going somewhere, but probably not where you think. In this time of pandemic, we don't shake hands anymore. We don't hug anymore, which is a loss, because they say you need 12 hugs per day to survive and at least 20 to thrive. So be it. But one of the recent goals set by the Pillar Group on worship is to eliminate shaking hands at the time of the peace. Now, obviously, and forever. So we're all going to miss human touch, but we can adapt. So here is a thought for an alternative. A week ago, I saw a friend from down the beach who lives in California. I hadn't seen her all year. Maintaining a healthy 10-foot distance, I put my arms out for a sort of virtual hug, but her response was very different. She crossed her arms over her heart and nodded slightly, a new kind of hug, which felt very much like a blessing. So I put that out to you as a way to connect without the benefit of human touch. human blessing, we could call it. Blessed are you, Lord God, King of the universe, who made you and me. And blessed is our friendship, which has been through the years, and is replenished each year, or even each week when we see each other again. In crossing and opening our hearts to each other, we share in God's holiness, as we see in each other God's gift that is expressed in both of us. Blessed are you, all of you, and I invite you to take God's blessing, this blessing, out to others in the world.